Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally getting around to the most requested video, and that is a manga collection tour. So I'm going to share with you all 1,000 plus volumes that I have, which I know is a lot, but I'm really happy that most of these are secondhand books where I purchased them at a lower price. So, you know, the Mexican in me is like, que bueno, mija, you got a good deal. But yeah, it is a lot. And before I begin this video, I do want to put a disclaimer out because I know you know, with any type of collecting, there always is a discussion about budgeting and how much you spend and all of that. I am not responsible for everyone's budget. I don't know what your financial situation is. Please do not go into debt trying to collect manga or anything like vinyl records, like makeup, anything. Please do not do financially irresponsible things when it comes to collecting. I personally know my financial situation and what I can spend a month on manga as well as figures, so I highly encourage you to do the responsible thing and do what's right for your budget. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. I have a regular job. Well, I'm in the process of looking for another one, but a lot of this disposable money that I spend on manga and, you know, figures comes from other things. So it comes from YouTube, it comes from TikTok revenue, it comes from sponsored content, affiliate links. I don't put my eggs in one basket. I have multiple ways that I earn income. There's that. But without further ado, let me share with you my collection. So I'm going to begin with this bookshelf, which only has 2 shelves dedicated to manga. I have some of my camera collection up here and French literature books. Let's begin with these 2. These are mostly shonen and seinen manga. So up here we have Horimiya, we have Komi Can Communicate, we have My Dress Up Darling, we have Monthly Girls no Saki-kun right here, Case Study of Anita's, The Ancient Magus' Bride, and After the Rain. And down here we have, of course, Jujutsu Kaisen, A Gojo right here. We have Chainsaw Man, Mao, Mashal, Spy Family, Alice in Borderland. We have Came the Mirror and Other Tales by Rumiko Takahashi, Hell's Paradise, Some 100, and Fly Me to the Moon with a figure of Tsubasa. Most of these I have read with the exception of Mashal. I still need to read that. And Hell's Paradise. I still need to read that. And up here, we have some that I still need to read. Basically, this whole full shelf, I still need to read. The lighting isn't going to be the best over here, but I'm going to tackle some of my LGBT manga over here. So this right here is mostly GL. So I have some in Spanish. Love Me for Who I Am is not a GL, but I just have it here because of the height. And then I have some other taller GL up here. Monologue Woven for You, Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, Whisper Me a Love Song. All down here are 7 Seas GL titles, some which I really, really love, like Our Teachers Are Dating, Goodbye My Rose Garden is great, Even Though We're Adults is great. And down here we have mostly Viz Media, some Tokyo Pop, and some Yen Press GLs as well. I have another small bookshelf over here. This is mostly BL, not everything, but mostly BL. We have Sasaki and Miyano, Cherry Magic, Restart After Coming Back Home, and Restart After Growing Hungry. I do have some BL magazines that I picked up from Book Off. I have a lot of the Sublime titles down here, with the exception of this one, which is a June title. And then down here we have mostly 7 Seas, some Yen Press, some Panini BLs, and also, oh my god, what is this one? I Hear the Sunspot. I can't even read the publisher, but I Hear the Sunspot and some Tokyo Pop down here. If you guys wanted to see every single title that I have, but otherwise it would take me over an hour. Like, I have so many, so most of the Sublime are what you expect. So Given, Sayonara Game, Black or White, 10 Count, Secret XXX, Therapy Game, like those type of titles. So I Cannot Reach You for Yen Press, yeah, Sasaki and Miyano for Yen Press. So I mean, what you've seen me talk about on TikTok. This mess right here is my TBR cart, or my to be read cart. So this is manga that I'm prioritizing and I really want to get through. I know it's overflowing at the moment. But we got Mermaid Saga, some Requiem of the Rose King that I need to finish. I Cannot Reach You, Volume 4 is up here. I cannot wait to read this one tonight. We also have some Tokyo Tarareba Girl, Sakamoto Days. Mame Coordinate is up here as well. This is manga that my friend Steph lent me, so I'm gonna get through Fruits Basket and other. Fire Punch I purchased, but this one's a tall one, so I just put it in there as well. The second area has my Kindle, manga that I need to talk about on TikTok, and manga that I need to put away somewhere. I just need to find the space. So I have Boys Run the Riot, Blue Flag that doesn't fit anywhere. The Apothecary Diaries needs to be moved to my room. And what else? I Want to Eat Your Pancreas also. So that's that. And then over here I have some manga and other things that I will use for future giveaways. So there's that. So now that we got that out of the way, let's tackle this monster right here. So these are two Target bookshelves stacked on top of another. As you can see right here, I haven't had any issues with the stacking, especially with all the weight. We've had some earthquakes and everything has stayed in its spot, which is great. So yeah, if you have kids or pets or, you know, more action, then I would say to secure this, but I literally live in a household full of adults, so I haven't had any issues with this system at all. So I'm going to begin with this area. So over here I have some Madoka Magica figures as well as some of the manga. I don't own all the manga. There's a lot of different side stories and honestly it can get a little bit overwhelming and confusing. So I just mainly focus on the Magical Quartet, Homura, and also the Magica record as well. So yes, that's all I'm focusing on. If I do see them on sale or at book off at a cheap price, maybe I'll be tempted to have more of the side stories, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with this. More to the left, this is where we reach the Cardcaptor Sakura collections. I have some figures, I have an art print over here, and then we have the Tokyo Pop edition of Cardcaptor Sakura and Cardcaptor Sakura Master of the Cloud. We have Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card as well. We have the Cloud book over here that I bought at Kinokuniya. Some more figures and buttons and a lot of other things. And then I did find the Cardcaptor Sakura Tokyo Pop. This is the pocket edition. I booked off recently, so I picked it up. It's super, super cute. Here we have some more Cardcaptor Sakura, mostly a lot of Tomoyo and Sakura figures and stands and stuff like that. Over here I have the collector's edition. This one is by Edición Kamite, so it is in Spanish. I have Chobits. This is a Japanese edition of Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle that has a hardcover, so in a box too, which is really cool. I found it at book off. Then we have two of the Cardcaptor Sakura Collector's Edition by Kodansha, and also the Collector's Edition of Clover as well, which is humongous. Kodansha does a really good job with the clamp titles, so if you ever see a Collector's Edition from Kodansha, honestly, they're worth it. They're pricey, but they're worth it. So this whole top shelf is my clamp library, and everything in these three cubbies are all secondhand books, with the exception, with the only exception being the Wish Omnibus. Actually, no, I did buy the secondhand. I bought it from Mercari. So yeah, everything has been picked up from book off. Some were gifted, like Chobits. My friend Kate gave me that. And yeah, secondhand, which is great. So in this cubby, I have the entirety of Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, including Tsubasa World Chronicle, which is the spin-off. Only 3 volumes were published in that one. So I have all of those. And I also have one of the character guides, which is helpful because there's a lot of characters in this series. So yes, super happy that I finally have all of this. It took me a while to pick up all the volumes, especially the later volumes. But I found someone on eBay that was selling literally exactly what I needed, which was number 19 through 28. So I lucked out big time. Then over here I have Angelic Layer, Chobits, Clam School Detectives, Gate 7, Kobato, which was another one that was pretty tough to find. But I finally found all of them under retail price, with the exception of volume 6. This one I did pay $30, but still way less than what other people are asking for. Usually volume 6, a lot of people try to sell it for over 100, so hey, I'll take 30. Legal Drug. We have Magic Knight Rayearth, Omnibus #1 from Tokyo Pop, Man of Many Faces, Miyuki-chan. We have Red Veda, the one I love, Wish, Holic, and Holic Ray Volume 1 is back there. Everything down here is mainly shoujo, with the exception of Wotakoi, which is obviously a josei. And I just wanted to display Hirotaka, okay? Don't blame me. So we got Wotakoi volumes 1 through 5. Volume 6 is coming out this month. And when I do, pretty much half of my collection will be the different variations of volume 6, which is very embarrassing, but it is one of my favorite series. So I got the English ones, I have some volumes in Japanese, one in Spanish, and then the comic anthology and other things that they've released. We have the entirety of Fruits Basket here. This is the Yen Press Collector's Edition. Then I do have this Yuki figure that barely survived shipping. We have Kamisama Kiss. I'm only missing volume 8. That's the only one that I need, as you can clearly see right here. Everything else I do have, and then these two guys I picked up from Book Off for $2 each, so they just serve as little display pieces, which are very nice. One of my favorite shoujo series is Snow White with the Red Hair. I just read volume 19, which is the latest release, and oh my god, it was so good. I have it right here. So I will be talking about it on TikTok before I put it on the shelf, but yeah. Snow White with the Red Hair has its own section. I love Shirayuki. I love all the characters. Shirayuki-san, Mitsuhide, Kiki, Obi. So yeah, Snow White with the Red Hair definitely needed its own area. I also have one of the volumes in Japanese. Actually, I have two in Japanese. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Shirayuki with Ryu. And then I also have the fan book as well. Down here I have Skip Beat. I don't have the complete collection. I have most of the 3-in-1s, and then the latest volume, which was volume 46, and I do have 2 volumes in Japanese as well. Over here I have my Kimi ni Toloke collection, so I have the Nintendo DS games, these guys which I made myself. So over here I have volumes 1 through 18, 16 is currently being borrowed by my friend Steph, and over here I have the rest. So it looks weird because only half has the risers made by my friend Steph. She sells them on her Etsy shop. I will link it down below. So yes, I'm waiting for another one, so all of this can be raised as well. But we have the rest of the manga series, so up to volume 30. I also have the guidebook, the fan book, Kimi ni Toloke volume 1 in Spanish, some volumes in Japanese, the volume 30, which was a limited edition cover, special edition cover. And then I also have this spin-off with Kurumi, which is Kimi ni Toloke Soulmates. So yeah, I have all of that in my Kimi ni Toloke sections. That's how much I love this series. And then if you go over here, here we have my Kyusuke Motomi area. So we got Beastmasters, some of Dengeki Daisy, QQ Sweeper, Queen's Quality, and then a QQ Sweeper in Japanese that is just there for display purposes. I also found it at Book Off for like $2, so it was perfect. Here we have more shoujo titles. So we have everything is organized alphabetically. So Alice 19th, we have some manga in French, Cheeky Bread, Dawn of the Arcana, The Demon Prince of Momochi House over here, Fiancé of the Wizard, Hanakimi, High School Debut. I have all the 3-in-1s. Honey Blood, Imakoi, Irresistible, which is You Got Me Senpai in French. Kakurillo, Karekano. We have The King's Beast, Kitchen Princess is also back there. Love and Focus, Lovely Complex in Spanish because they're currently printing Lovely Complex in Mexico, which is very easy for me to collect, unlike the English volumes. So I'm gonna just collect the series in Spanish. Lovesick Ellie, Magical Angel, Creamy Mami, Maid-sama, the 2-in-1s. I'm actually contemplating on selling these guys and just collecting the series in Spanish because there is a box set for Maid-sama by Panini Mexico, so I think I might do that instead. Then we got Marmalade Boy in the back and also Mint Chocolate in the back. Down here, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm literally on the floor sharing this with you. So down here I have my Love Mix-Up, Nana, what's currently being reprinted, so don't pay ridiculous prices. They are reprinting Nana, which is great. So I have volumes 1, 3, 4, 5, and 21. Volume 2 comes out either this month or in July. I forgot which month, but once I get volume 2, at least I'll be able to read up to volume 5 very soon. We got Ouran High School Host Club, Orange, Prince Freya. Then we have some of Requiem of the Rose King. I don't have everything because the rest is in my TBR cart. Once I've read it, then I will shelve it here. I also have Rose and Blood, the Savior's Book Cafe story from Another World is over here, Short Cake in the back, and then we got Skip and Loafer, which I know technically is a seinen, but I do lump it in with the shoujo just because, honestly, it could have been published in a shoujo magazine. It's very suitable for teens, so I keep it with the shoujo, the only one. Then we got Strobe Edge in Spanish. Panini Mexico also has a Strobe Edge box set, so I just bought that, and yeah, now I have the full collection of Strobe Edge here. I also have Ultramaniac, Vampire Dormitory, volumes 1 through 5. Yeah, of Waiting for Spring, The Wolf Way is Mine, X-Day, and then 2 volumes of Yona. That's it, just 2 volumes, but some of the other volumes are going to be reprinted, so I will pick them up as I see them in store. And then this last little cubby are my taller shoujo manga. So we got Claudine, Starcrossed, and Twinkle Stars. As I mentioned, the risers are made by my friend Steph. I will link her shop in the information bar below. So we magically made it to my bedroom. This is where I have the rest of my manga collection. So I'm going to get started with Sailor Moon. You guys know it's my favorite series. So over here I have Codename Sailor V, also Sailor Moon volumes 1 through 12, and also the short stories volumes 1 and 2. I also have, this is the Eternal edition, but the bilingual edition. So we got volume 1 of that. And also I do have Codename Sailor V volumes 1 and 2 of the Eternal, but in Japanese. So they're much shorter than the American ones. I do not own any of the English Eternal editions, nor the new Naoko Takeuchi collection that Kodansha is currently printing. I don't own those as well, so I'm more than happy with just what I have, and then some other ones in like Japanese or bilingual, English and Japanese. Then I do have some older Japanese ones that I found at Book Off, again for like $2 or $3 a piece, so pretty cheap. So I have volumes 9. Then I also do have a volume of the Chicks Comics version, so this is volume 3, and then I have volume 11 again in Japanese. Over here I have some of my Uramichi Onisan collection, a lot of acrylic stands, and also some of the manga in Japanese as well. So I have volumes 5, volume 6, and volume 7. The Japanese covers are just so nice, and a lot of them do have like a glittery effect. If I can pull it up. I don't know, is it? Yeah, there you go. So they have like a glittery cover, which is absolutely beautiful, as you can see. So that's why I collect it in Japanese, and often it comes with like bonus stuff. So I have like an illustration book and a drama CD as well. So over here in this very awkward corner, I have some Neon Genesis Evangelion manga, I have Angelic Days, Legends of the Pico Pico Middle School Students, and also 1 volume of the Shinji Ikari project. So yes, I know there's more in that series, but I've only found 1 at Book Off. Down here I have Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan in English. I also have Fangirl, Play It Cool Guys. This is Nirameko by the same mangaka as Life Lessons, and Yoshino Suikara. Over here we have my Maki and Joji section. She's my favorite josei mangaka. So up here we have her works in English, so An Incurable Case of Love, Happy Marriage, and SP Baby. This was a drawing that one of my TikTok friends made for me. It's me and Dr. Tendo. I love Dr. Tendo, as you guys may or may not know. He is the he's the male lead in An Incurable Case of Love. So yes, super cute. And over here we have some of her work in Japanese and in French. I'm very lucky that at least the French appreciate her. They have a lot more of her stuff licensed. So we got Agent of My Heart in Japanese and then in French. Dear Brother, I have it in Japanese and French. This is her latest series right here. It's only been published in Japanese for right now. We have Private Prince in the back and some of her one-shots in the back as well. So down here it's a little bit of a mess, but I have most of my art books, illustration books, larger guidebooks as well. So I have the Wodakoi art book, I have this one from the Eternal movie, I have the Sweat and Soap Doujinshi down here as well. This guy is the Sailor Moon 20th anniversary book, I believe. We have Kamisama Kiss down here, the Kimi Todoroke illustration book down here. We have Cardcaptor Sakura. We have a lot. Most of them do have videos on TikTok, so you can check them out there. A Ray illustration book. What else do we have here? Fruits basket as well. So yes, these are my illustration books, and then I have some of my Jujutsu Kaisen figures up here as well, and some little plushies. And last but not least, we have this bookcase. Most of this is josei manga. There is some seinen as well, and one shoujo that just doesn't fit with a shoujo. So I will get to that in a bit, but let's start off with the Neon Genesis Evangelion. I love this series a lot, and I love Misato. I mean, she's the reason why I have purple hair. So yes, I have a few figures of her. I have the 3-in-1s as well, all of them. And then I picked up this edition of the Japanese manga from Book Off as well. So yes, I obviously picked it up because of Misato. So let's start off with this upper shelf right here, which is what I like to call my spice library. Just like I have a clamp library, I also have a library of nothing but smut because I love it. So most of it is Claire TL comics. I do have some Eternity comics in the back, as well as some B-Boy comics as well. But let me recap some of my favorites. So we got Amai Chubatsu, which is Sweet Punishment. Great series, very fucked up, but I love it. Then we have over here is Uji no Onmi. We have Fire in His Fingertips. We got some in English and then some in Japanese because obviously the Japanese are way ahead. Volume 7 just came out. We got my favorite over here. This is Tada no Renai Nanka de Kikonai Volume 2 and also Volume 1. I mean, just look at them. Look at Kiritani. We got one Faku book. I only own 2. I don't own that many from that publisher. In the back we got, let's see, I will move it just for you guys. So, we got, this is Ore no Yubi de Midadero, which is great. A lot of these have Anime Festa animes available. So yeah, there's that. I mean, these are for adults, and I enjoy my adult content. This is Shudengo Capsule Hotel over here. Another great one. What else do we have? This is Skirt no Nanka, I believe. I think that's the title. There we go. Another good one. We got XL Yushi, my absolute favorite. Ugh, I hate that this one doesn't have an English print. So yeah, you might be wondering, you have a lot of manga in Japanese. Do you read Japanese? I do not. So a lot of times I have read these online, and I do, when I do like something enough and I want to support the mangaka, that's when I buy them in Japanese. A lot of times if I don't read it online and want to read the physical copy, then I will read them with the help of a translating app, and I use Papago for that. As mentioned, I also have some Eternity comics as well. There's also Eternity anime as well online. We got Love Kofre, which I have censored because both TikTok and YouTube will not like the boobies in the cover. We got some TL over here as well. And like I said, I have some B-Boy comics. It's mostly just Lala's Married Life. That's the only title I have. So this one did get licensed in English, but digitally. So if you want to read it, you'll be able to read it in English legally. So there is that. So this second shelf is mostly Kodansha and mostly josei, with the exception of A Sign of Affection, which is a shoujo, and Sweat and Soap, which is a seinen. So I'm going to start in the back. The reason why I have everything in the back the way it is because it's all Kodansha and it's all the same height, pretty much. I mean, you can tell some of them are a little shorter. So we got A Sign of Affection, we have Perfect World, Something's Wrong with Us, Sweat and Soap, of course, and 2 volumes of Tokyo Tarareba Girls that I've read. So everything here I've read. Down here I have some Shihaya Furu. This is in Japanese. I basically just picked up the covers that I really like. So we got Shihaya over here. We got Taichi and Arata over here. So yeah, I picked these up from Book Off, and then I do have volumes 1 through 3 of the bilingual edition, which is in English and in Japanese. So this is Shihaya over here. We got more Shihaya over here. And another cover with Shihaya. Over here I have some Japanese editions of Kitetsu Yamada manga. So I have the short stories. Then I do own volume 11 of Sweat and Soap in Japanese. This was the limited edition one with the wedding invitation, which is here. It also came with this book as well. Here's the wedding invite, and volume 11, just the standard edition. And I also do have the Sparkle Lime soap, which I still need to buy a case for. So it's just sitting there. This is the soap that Kotaro makes for Asako and gives it to her when, I mean, I don't want to I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen or read Sweat and Soap, but this is a special soap that Kotaro makes for, I mean, you already saw, for his future wife over here. So yes, super sweet. I love this series, you guys know that. Then over here I have Blind Canvas, which is by the same mangaka as Princess Jellyfish and Tokyo Tarareba Girls. We have My Androgynous Boyfriend. Then over here I have Hanu Switch, which is one of my favorite josei mangas. For the longest time it was only available printed in Japanese. Now it's licensed digitally by Kodansha, but I also had the option to buy it in French as well. So I have volumes 1 through 5 in French. In French it's called Switch Me On, and in case you're wondering, I do read French. My native language is Spanish, then I learned English, and then I learned French. I'm trying to learn Japanese, but it's a little... It's a struggle bus. It's a struggle bus trying to teach yourself, so yes. And then down here, which is the last bookshelf, mostly josei. There's some seinen as well. So let's start with the back, which is mostly shoujo titles that are meant for adults. So we got Butterflies Flowers, Everyone's Getting Married, Make Love and Peace was gifted by my friend Kate. We got Midnight Secretary. Then down here we have Bite Maker, Love of Kill, which is fantastic. My Next Life as a Villainess, because I did enjoy the anime a lot. We have Paradise Kiss. I hate the height of this. It's just, it doesn't fit anywhere. So it always just sticks out like a sore thumb, but it is the complete edition. So there's that. We got She and Her Cat. This one is a manga that I found at Kinokuniya that really caught my eye. This is Borderless Name. And then we also have Kowloon. I know this is getting licensed and printed in English finally, but I do have it in French, volumes 1 and 2. This is Chacun Ses Goûts, which is another series in French. Then we have Corps Solitaire. This is a seinen manga. Also picked it up in French. The French license a lot of stuff that I'm very interested in. So since I read French, I can I can also buy manga in French. Then we got some Japanese manga that I picked up from Book Off. Just random stuff that has caught my eye. This guy, I mean, he's a doctor, so why not? We got this as well. This is by the same mangaka as Butterflies Flowers. It's called Chocolate Girl. So I have volumes 1, 2, 3, and also the extra one as well. I love her work. And then this guy, which, I mean, judging from the covers, yeah, this was right up my alley. So yes, picked it up as well. This was $3, so that's it for my manga collection tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And as I mentioned in the disclaimer, please don't feel overwhelmed like you need to catch up to everything. I also mentioned in the beginning, a lot of these were purchased secondhand at Book Off, which we have a few locations down here in Southern California, also through Mercari and eBay. Patience pays off. Also, be financially responsible. Do not go into debt trying to collect manga or figures. Only you know what's going to work best for you and your budget, so please be responsible. I cannot stress that enough, especially if you're younger and barely trying to like build your credit. Like, my credit score is more than fine, but yeah, just be responsible. And yeah, if you want more information about anything, the bookshelves, I mean, most of them, Target, Amazon, And then I have the IKEA calyx in my bedroom, so they're pretty easy to find. Nothing special, honestly. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to follow me on TikTok. That's where I post the most, usually 2 to 3 videos every single day. I also do TikTok lives as well, so everything will be linked in the information bar below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!